Well, without question, one of the many magic moments at the 2023 National Senior Games in Pittsburgh was provided by a guy by the name of Jack Eckenrode, who at 95 years old became the oldest person ever to complete the 20K cycling race at the National Senior Games. And Jack did not compete alone. He inspired family and friends to compete as well. So let's meet some athletes who pretty much embody what this show and the Senior Games movement in general are all about. Joining us now from Pittsburgh, the man himself, now 97-year-old Jack Eckenrode, his son Brian, a gold medal swimmer in Pittsburgh who was inspired by Jack to compete, and Jack's neighbor Pat, who he also inspired to compete. And boy, did she ever, winning gold in the women's 85 to 89 20K road race. Welcome all. Jack, let's start with you. You didn't start riding until you were 75 years old. Your inspiration and positivity are literally contagious. Why is it so important for you to spread the Senior Games message? Why are you so motivated to get others involved?
Well, you know what? I work out every day, and I inspire anybody that's maybe in the 90s to get off the couch and do some exercise every day. And that's what I do. And I feel so much better when I do it. I just love the bike, and that's what I love to do.
Brian, how did your dad inspire you, and are you glad he did? What did competing in the Senior Games mean to you?
Absolutely. So, it was last year, I was 57 years old, and I've been watching him compete and train. So what happens is I realized that it's not something you just do 2 months before an event like this. He's every day. I mean, he finds a way to get in the garage here or jump in his workout room, or he jumps on the trail and jumps on his bike. So to prepare for something like that, just move, do something every day. And that's what he's taught all of us kids. And he's basically teaching us that his whole life. I can remember when I was 8, 10, 15 years old, and there he was in his 40s working out, and he didn't miss. He'd find time to work out.
And folks, Jack's inspiration spread far and near. I mean, it was picked up by the worldwide media, but it also was picked up by people who live near him, like Pat, who is actually his neighbor. Pat had never competed in sports before, as I understand it, and yet, Pat, you rode the 20-kilometer race, which is almost 12 and a half miles. Tell us how Jack inspired you and what the experience was like for you.
I met him through our grandsons, and they found out that I rode a bicycle. They just started telling me that I could do it, and I said, I can't, and I don't want to. And then his daughter called me one day and said, I'm down at my dad's to bring your bike down, and I'm going to time you so that you can go into the Olympics. And I said, oh, and she said, do it. And I said, okay. So I did, and she timed me, and they got me involved in going to the Olympics. I never even thought about that before.
And what was the experience like for you, Pat? Did you enjoy it? Were people nice to you? Were you inspired by others?
Yes, it was very nice, and it was very exciting, and I was thrilled that I could be able to do it.
Folks, the Senior Games is not just about winning. As much fun as it was for Jack and Brian and Pat, it's really just about participating. It's about being inspired and inspiring others, just like Jack and Brian and Pat are doing. Thank you all for your time and your inspiration, and we'll look forward to seeing you in Des Moines.